We find ourselves at Kokomo High School on this fourth Saturday of June. And not only is it the last day of the season, but one last chance for Kokomo Vipers FC to get that elusive first win. A pleasant afternoon, everyone. Alongside my broadcast partner, good friend Brant McCoskey, I'm John Natali. And we are at the season finale for Kokomo Vipers FC hosting Indy Gladiators SC. And I'll get right to it, Brant. We have seen a lot.
Yep.
It's our final game. We have been so pleased and just humbled to be here and able to follow this team. And one thing that we have learned is that home field advantage is so important. Kokomo has shown that throughout their matches here. Every match that we've seen, they've got progressively better and better. And now they have a shot in their final attempt to get that elusive first win.
Absolutely, John. It's great to be here with you, my friend. This team, this Kokomo Vipers team, has changed quite a bit. We've seen some different formations. We've seen growth throughout this season. What is great is that these two teams played in their inaugural match at the beginning of this season. Indy Gladiators pulled that one off 9-1, but this is a much different Kokomo Vipers team than we saw back in week one. This team has grown. Their depth is stronger. They've come a long way. Like you said, we've seen a lot. They've come a long way, and it's going to be a fun match today.
Not only from that first match, Brent, was the player personnel changes, but up front too.
Absolutely.
Some coaching changes that have gone on since that first match. And as we're underway, again, Kokomo in their red kits with the green sleeves, green shorts, looking for that elusive first win, not just of the season, Brant, but in franchise history.
Yeah,
hopefully we'll get it today.
Absolutely, and like I said, we've seen this team grow a lot. There's amazing leadership on this team. The way this team is built today, this starting 11 for this team, they are built with speed, and I expect to see a lot of speed coming from those wingers today. Zach Zorn especially on that left side today. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And we are about 3 minutes into this one. And pleasure to be with you here on the ISC Sports Network. Get it on your laptop, home computer, also on the app, both on Google Play and the Apple Store, ISC Sports Network. As you've been following us this season, one big noticeable difference is there's 4 players, Julian Valencia, Joshua Arancibia, Arriagada, and Oscar Moncayo, not on the pitch. They have made their way home.
Yep.
And 4 outstanding players.
Absolutely, 4 incredible players. They showed up every single week for this team. They're going to be missed today, but like I said before, this starting 11 today for the Kokomo Vipers, absolutely built for speed, what they cannot do, and I harped on it right before the FC Cincinnati match, John, and they really stuck to it, is not letting themselves get beat by a long ball or beat in transition, losing in a numbers game. They need to stay disciplined defensively. I've said it time and time again. Make sure that if somebody goes up on that back line, that empty space is being filled with the defensive body to make sure all attackers are accounted for, and they sure took care of that against FC Cincinnati.
One aspect of Kokomo Vipers FC game, Brant, is the counter.
Yep.
That has been sort of the thorn in their side throughout the entire season, and to see how they operate with that, because they're quick to strike, as you mentioned, lots of speed out there in those front 3. But it's how do they respond if that ball gets loose and goes up front.
Absolutely. It helps when you have a big body like Adam Cheek on the back line for Kokomo Vipers, but like you said, it's been a thorn in their side. How can they respond to that going through the match today? We say home field advantage is exactly that, home field advantage. Unfortunately for Indy Gladiators, they play on a field just like this one. But that being said, Kokomo has scored 11 of their 15 goals on the season right here at home, John. So they know how to put it in the back of the net here at home.
And that is something in the offseason that will be addressed to the entire coaching staff. And here's a break forward. 3 bodies got to collide, and they do a good job of responding to that. And, of course, in the middle of everything is the team captain, Adam Cheek, to lead that charge.
And that's exactly what you want to see for the coaching staff for Kokomo Vipers. How quickly can they close when Indy Gladiators get a break? How quickly can a defender get on them, slow that pace, and win the ball back?
There's an off flag, and that we'll get it eventually. There we go.
No, it looks like a foul going the other way. It looks like the ref is just going to wave that offside flag off.
And that's going to be a redirection if they're calling it for the off, and they are.
Yeah, that's extremely late. Referee should have just waved that one off. Unfortunately, didn't see the linesman.
Sometimes it is the inaugural year for teams, and sometimes referees too.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen that throughout this season, but if they're not here, these athletes don't get a chance to play, so we're very grateful.
Absolutely. We are extremely grateful for the officials here today all season long. They've done their job. They've done a fantastic job. We appreciate everything they do.
And Brent, right here, just outside of the midfield, this is where Kokomo can be very dangerous. Cheek's got a big boot on him, and with that speed up front, the one thing that, again, maybe it's something that's addressed in the offseason is the height advantage. That most of these teams against Kokomo, with the exception of Dominic Bauer and Adam Cheek, not a lot of height, and that has caused some issues on corners and set pieces.
Yeah, like you said, John, they're not built with a lot of size up top. Like you said, Adam Cheek, the big body in the back, he has been a force to be reckoned with on that back line, but they really need some size in the midfield and up top. A quick ball here by Indy Gladiators.
Right there. We'll see if it's a one touch, but it's going to sail over the
look out
the net. First opportunity for Indy Gladiators SC.
And if you're Kokomo, that's where you don't want to be beat. A quick ball played right to the back line. Unfortunately for Kokomo on that one, it was a miss hit.
Throughout this 90 minutes, Brent, we'll be talking about Adam Cheek quite a bit, and it's very rare to find a player with that, not just with the size, but the speed that he has. We have really yet to see any forward outrun him throughout these matches at home, which is extremely impressive. We've seen some good ones too.
Absolutely. We've seen some great strikers go up against Adam Cheek, and he has shut them down, which has been fascinating to watch. But like you said, he's a beast in the back for this Kokomo team.
And here's a ball up front, and it's going to be a little heavy for Rogers. He'll retreat.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't see Joshua Stewart there on the right-hand side. Joshua Stewart had quite a bit of space on that right side for Kokomo.
It's Alessandro Gonzalez in the purple keeper's kit.
Talking about Adam Cheek, John, he is such a
and that was a
poorly played ball. Yeah, that was a poorly played ball there.
But Gonzalez able to come out, and Malik Smith will gather.
Malik Smith had an absolutely fantastic showing a couple weeks ago right here on this field against FC Cincinnati Academy. So many saves, so many crucial saves in that match. Kept them in the ball game on several occasions.
Just trying to work that left side of the pitch. Splits three defenders now to the outside. A few yards outside of the 18.
Again, closing speed for Kokomo. Fantastic showing there. Making them switch fields, play it back, reset.
I mentioned Zach Zorn quickly to get to that ball and knock it out. Zach Zorn, the lone goal scorer in the first match during their 9-1 defeat. We talked about personnel changes for Kokomo from that first match, but also on Indy Gladiator side is Alexander Osorio had a hat trick that game. He's not available. And then Miles Mitchum had to brace himself, and he is not here today. So changes all around, but one thing's for certain, is that Kokomo wants this one bad.
Yeah, absolutely. And John, from our vantage point, we look at the difference here across the sideline, the depth of the Kokomo Vipers bench compared to the Indy Gladiators bench. So a lot of fresh legs on the sideline for Kokomo and the coaching staff if they need to use them for sure. Here comes Zach Zorn with great pressure on the ball.
And that's a good ball forward. Smith will have to charge, and he does. Good anticipation by the keeper, Malik Smith.
Yeah, Smith had to make a quick decision on whether to come off his line or not. Had he not come off his line, the Gladiators were in on a break.
And nobody home there. Kasai Balderas working a little physical. Let's see which way it goes in favor of the Gladiators.
That was a good physical battle there. Nothing to shy away from for Kasai there.
Danger spot here, just outside the 18.
And if you're Kokomo here on a set piece, you have to make sure every single attacker is accounted for. Do not lose them on a run.
Entering the 35th minute here on a, well, I wouldn't say overcast Sunday afternoon. The sun is out, but there's some big cumulonimbus clouds out there. I'm going back to my 8th grade book report. And that's going to sail left.
That was a great strike, great attempt there by the Gladiators. Just put it left of the post. Talking about weather, John, we had some weather move through late last night, early into this morning. Around central Indiana, it looks like Kokomo lucked out, didn't get a whole lot because this field could have been in some pretty rough shape had it rained much harder. But we walked the field before the match. Field seemed to be pretty dry, actually. So still need to get some power under the ball to get it from A to B.
Here's RJ. They'll play it back to Joshua Stewart. Now they're going to work the middle. And it's a little different without Julian Valencia out there in the middle, kind of the orchestrator of the offense when he was here. But right now, as Kokomo's playing solid soccer, hasn't really given up any attempts. Just one thing we haven't seen so far is any offensive attack so far.
Absolutely. Yep. No real strong chances for Kokomo yet. They'll get theirs. We've seen a few from the Gladiators so far. And making sure, see Adam Cheek right there in the middle, making sure that his Kokomo Viper teammates on that back line are playing a high line to catch them offsides.
Brent, you had mentioned the disparity between Kokomo's bench and the Gladiators, and I think one strong point was to keep those strikers forward, keep them on, make those back-end defenders work, because the more tired and heavy those legs get, it could force a substitution. And
not many options there.
No. So Rogers, RJ, Zach have to keep the pressure on that back line of the Indy Gladiators.
Good tackle there. Winning the free kick for Kokomo.
As we continue to talk about the season that Kokomo has had, and it's been a lot of downs. Let's not.
Great ball in Zorn.
Now there's an opportunity, but I'll tell you, that was a very bold move from Gonzalez.
Yeah, Zach Zorn went in hard on the ball. No ill intent there by Zach Zorn. Just went up for the ball. Keeper jumps over Zach Zorn and unfortunately had nowhere to go but to the ground. Replay right there. Yeah, he just landed right on
the ball.
Yeah, right on the ball. Knocked the wind out of himself. Looks to be okay. But
good aggressiveness from Gonzalez.
Yep, no ill intent there by Zach Zorn. He's getting a talking to from the ref, but nothing to malice there.
As we go back to my point is what we're going to see during this off season between now and the fall season is tryouts are going to happen, and I know that you can sign up at KokomoVipersFC.com. And their awareness just in the community itself is that, Brent, you made a good point at the beginning when we were down talking to the players and talking to the coaches, is that who's out there now is really the core. A lot of the players that we've seen throughout the course of this season, the 9 games, are out there now.
Yeah.
We've seen some personnel changes or player changes, but a lot of these guys have been playing since day one, so that's a good start. And from owners Mike Putt and Alex Ramos, that's a good ball inside. And they'll clear that. Good headsy play. I believe that was David Hoshaw back there. Made a good clear, but Malik Smith went down hard. Good picture of Kasai Balderas. We had him in the booth, I believe it was 2 games ago. It's always good to get a player's perspective of what's going on within the team, their chemistry. And he's happy about it. He's happy to be out there. He gets a start today.
I think one thing that stuck out with having Kasai in the booth is his excitement to be part of this team and part of this organization. He's a great player, great young player himself. Joshua Stewart, get on the ball.
There's an opportunity if he can get it forward. McCumber with a good run. Rogers there, but Gonzalez comes out. Makes a good decision on that one.
It was a fantastic ball in by Joshua Stewart, just a little bit too much on it. Rogers couldn't get onto it.
And good hustle by Zach Zorn now to go the other way.
And this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. We've seen this building up throughout the season, John. The closing, just the oomph that they needed. Can they get through today and get that first win? But we've seen so much from this team, so much growth from this Vipers team so far this season, and it's been so much fun to watch.
That ball heavy, so Kokomo will get it. Into the 15th minute here on really the most pleasant day if you want to go a calendar week from last Sunday till today. This is probably the best conditions that anybody has had. That's a good ball, but Balderas with speed down the line.
Excellent speed by Balderas there.
And went down very, very hard.
Oh, he's holding his knee.
And that was not good. That's going to be a corner for the Gladiators. However, Kasai Balderas on great hustle to get and defend that ball. Took a tough fall, and he's being tended to right now.
Yeah, so far what we've seen from Kokomo, John, is a lot of great speed on the wings. And that's something that they really missed the first couple matches of the season, and they've really built up on that moving forward. So that's been great to see so far, is that speed that they have right now.
Well, as they tend to, Kasai Balderas will step aside. You're watching Kokomo Vipers FC on the IC Sports Network.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories, playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's. Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
And a good sign is Kasai Balderas is up. And he seemed to be favoring his leg. But lots of credit to Burke Emmett, the team trainer. Kasai's going to walk off, and not sure what exactly happened, but the fact that he's walking off, that's the best sign we can see right now.
Yeah, walking off under his own power is a great sign for this Kokomo Vipers team.
And Brant, in any sport, you've seen it, I've seen it, you the soccer guy, baseball here, is that when you see that and you see a player go down and you hear some sounds you don't want to hear and whatnot, it can deflate you. But then there's that also thing, let's do it for Kasai. Let's pick him up. And so, and that's a great sign on the far sideline there. He's on a slight jog. So let's just hope maybe that was just a really tight cramp.
Yeah, he's trying to run it off.
Free kick. We got to get back to soccer.
Yep, good corner in.
And that's going to sail to the other side and out in favor of Kokomo. And just the little things, and the Kokomo Vipers FC sideline, just the bushels of bananas that are over there. kind of sounds funny, but how important that is to reduce the cramp, especially in this heat.
Yeah, especially on a day like today where it's hot, but with that breeze, you can't really tell how hot it really is, and it takes a toll on the body quickly.
And that's a push in the back, and that'll go the other way.
Again, another dangerous spot for Kokomo with the Gladiators having a free kick just outside the box.
And they sent it left of the net on the first one. Now this basically in the same spot, just on the right side now. Lined up on the 18 to the left side.
Got a run coming backside.
Sail in. And not cleared quite yet. Ball in trouble. There's a shot, but that's going to sail wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Kokomo.
So far, really strong defense for the Vipers, John. Really suffocating the Indy Gladiators' attack so far.
That ball in the middle, nobody home in red. And Josh Stewart will try to get there, and we'll see how that goes. It's going to stay with the Gladiators. 20th minute.
Great footwork there.
Good ball into the middle. And that's amazing that number 13 is back out on the pitch.
Great to see Kasai Balderas back on the field. Good sportsmanship there with the attack from Indy Gladiators. They both went in on that tackle hard. Obviously, Kasai Balderas went down. But as soon as Kasai came back on the field, they shook hands, hugged it out. Great sportsmanship.
Long throw. Cleared out.
Kokomo so far still trying to find their footing offensively.
That's a long ball, and Malik Smith will have to charge out, and he'll pick it up.
Good communication there by Malik Smith, letting his defenders know, hey, I got it.
And Brant, one thing you and I don't really want to do is call too much of our backline's names. We want to see that ball forward, and right now Kokomo's trying to orchestrate that.
Yep. So far, we're 20 minutes in, 21st minute. Both teams still really kind of figuring each other out. They've played each other so far. They've played each other once this season. Granted, that was back in week 1, so it's been a few weeks since they've played each other, but they're still trying to figure each other out.
And there's a ball. There's McCumber. And let's see what that is. And we'll have a goal kick. So R.J. McCumber.
Yeah, really first good opportunity there for the Vipers with McCumber in the box.
And he was definitely a difference maker in that last match against FC Cincinnati Academy.
Yeah, he was a crucial part of that last play of the match.
He's the one that got it free to Josh Stewart, who sent that beautiful ball into the box for the game-tying goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That crucial game-tying goal by that pass by Joshua Stewart.
That ball stays in. There's Cheek now. Got some numbers here for the Gladiators. But Cheek there to clear. And can they force a mistake? And a high boot there.
Yeah, that was questionable.
We play on. That ball forward. There's Cheek. Malik Smith aggressively comes out and plays it to the left side.
And great communication between Malik Smith and Adam Cheek. Fending that ball off. Adam Cheek doing some great shielding on that ball to get Malik Smith some space to clear that ball out.
So far, nils here in the first half on the fourth Sunday of June, the final, not just home game, but regular season game for Kokomo Vipers FC. And lots of action in the box, and finally cleared. And Kasai Balderas on the ground again. And he's frustrated. Yeah. I think the right move right here would be to get number 13 off the pitch.
Yeah, it's unfortunate and absolutely clear the frustration for Kasai Balderas jogging off with that injury. Unfortunate.
And we will have a substitution. And the last thing, I mean in anything, Brand, I know they're hungry and they want to be out there. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. No risk. There's no reason to risk anything further, a further injury where you tear an ACL and then you're out for a year.
Right.
You know, get yourself healthy, get yourself set, and be ready for that fall season.
Yeah, like you
good
said.
play by David Hoshaw there.
And like you said, John, this is a hungry squad. They want that first win, but no sense in risking.
Oh, good work on the
Great.
sideline here. Can Rogers do something with it?
Oh,
1-2 soccer, a little heavy.
unfortunate heavy touch there by Joshua Stewart, but they had a great buildup going down that right side. And this is where Kokomo needs to pressure.
Oh, Mike Rogers there. And there was an opportunity there. And, Brant, that is something that you and I have seen throughout this match, and it's an advantage point that we have up here in the booth. We can see, so we have a different eagle eye vision of what's going on as opposed to what the coaches can see on the sideline. There was backdoor help there from Kokomo, just couldn't get around and turn.
Yeah, there were 3 players around the ball for Kokomo, and then a fourth player on completely on the outside for Kokomo that was wide open. Unfortunate handball there.
But something for the first time, and he's within earshot of us, but team owner Alex Ramos, who has coached this Vipers team throughout the tenure, but he was interim, and the reins have been handed over to Brendan Hilton. But Coach Ramos getting his first look at what we see, and I'm sure that his notes versus what he's been able to take on the field will be a lot different coming into Monday. But give Coach Ramos a lot of credit for his Black Cat team winning their division up in Lafayette. And the good thing right now is those balls are coming forward, Brand, is that there's 3 red jerseys to 1 white. So real no true threat.
Yeah, I was going to say something a few plays ago was that when, he knew he was offsides too. He slowed up, but the referee hadn't caught up with him yet, so he kept going. But, yeah, he knew he was offsides. But a few plays ago, John, when the Indy Gladiators had the ball right outside the 18, there were 4 Kokomo Viper players that swarmed and absolutely suffocated the Indy Gladiator attacker.
It's McCumber. Playing one-on-one, good defense there from the Gladiators. Now Rembert comes up, plays it forward, and just not enough height on it. David Hoshaw comes up a little aggressive.
Gladiators tried to play it quick. Referee said no thank you on that one.
Good crowd on hand here for the final game, Kokomo.
Yeah, we've noticed that with the home games that we've had here, John. The crowds keep getting bigger, coming out to represent the Vipers faithful.
And they'll also have support from Sparkle Me Sweet, who is also again here today.
Good defense clearing out by the Gladiators. Zach Zorn would have been in had that ball gone through.
'28th minute. Tied at 0s. John Natali, Brant McCoskey with you on what is a very, very pleasant Sunday for what we've gone through.
Yep.
If this were the first one, we'd probably be complaining about the heat, but after what the entire central Indiana has gone through in the past week,
we'll take
this
this.
is quite comfortable.
Yeah, we will absolutely take this weather. This is fantastic.
Still looking to get some sort of offensive threat for Kokomo. Now the other way. Here's the counter we talked about.
Yeah, and this is where Kokomo has to be careful.
They don't want to play on their heels. And that's a good ball to the outside in space. There's a shot, and that'll sail to the left of the post.
Optimistic on that shot. But, yeah, great job by the Kokomo defense there, not letting anything get in behind them.
Tangled up in the middle. Both teams just trying to form an identity right now. I don't think either team is sure who's the one that they don't want to have the ball at their feet.
Great step in. Good ball. Finding
To
the back
outside.
post.
Can they recover?
Just a bad
They'll have a
hit.
goal kick.
Right idea. Putting the ball in towards the back post. Just unfortunate heavy touch there for the Gladiators. What I want to see more from Kokomo right here, John, is utilize that speed on the wing. Either side, they're set with speed on the wing. They need to utilize it.
This will sail out. Man, it'll be Gladiators. Ball towards our side. 30th minute, first half. So far, it's really been nobody's advantage. Gladiators have had a few more offensive opportunities, but nothing that has been. And that ball will casually find its way over the line.
Nope, still
Or
in
not.
play, yeah.
Okay, well.
Good heads up play there by Adam Cheek, keeping the ball in bounds.
Right now, it's McCumber trying to do too much. He knows he has a skill ability.
Yeah, unfortunately, just too many touches before he finds another teammate to help him out. Great skill on the ball, though. I hate to call it too soon, John, but from what we've seen so far right now, it's which team makes the first mistake at the back.
That ball played all the way back. Now to the far side. That ball played forward. And good recovery by Bauer. Tried a through ball and good defense right there. They're going to have to clear this. Still in the box. Good recovery defense. Splits and great defense by the Vipers.
And now if you're Kokomo, you run. You take it and run.
Oh, a lazy hit there by Stewart and has to fight it off.
Yeah, Kokomo had the numbers pushing forward, and the ball just absolutely stopped.
And it looks we have a substitution. I think that's Dominic Bauer who came off. There's a ball to the far side of the box. And we'll have an offside call. So we'll go the other way.
Again, great job by that Kokomo D line. Playing a higher line, catching the Indy Gladiators offside.
Malik Smith to send this forward. 33rd minute. Ball played out, and he'll stay with the Vipers.
Yeah, if you're Kokomo right now, it's who's going to step up and make a play. We've seen a lot of back and forth so far in the match, John, but who's going to come in, who's going to make a play for these guys?
Cheek with the footwork, able to clear it, but still going to go the other way. And one thing you wonder about, Brant, with the personnel that was missing from that FC Cincinnati game, which was clearly the best game that Kokomo has played this season.
Yeah, great
is
defense
that
there.
you don't have the same personnel out there, but did you go back and just see what worked?
Right.
And were they able to do that? How they closed in on some of those strikers who were very effective. Young legs, FC Cincinnati. One thing that we noticed, and we kind of mentioned this at the beginning of that broadcast, was the veteran advantage. And kind of, a little shoulder to nudge these guys, and you could sense the frustration. I can't remember how many yellow cards were in that match.
I don't want to talk about it, John. There were too many. The head coach even got a yellow card.
We were scared to say something because we were going to get a yellow up here, but that was just an aggressive match. But the frustration finally boiled over to the point where a red card was issued, and that was a very important red card because they had gone down a player, and that's when the goal was scored.
Yeah, within about 2 minutes. That's when the
in the additional time.
Absolutely.
But here's an opportunity.
Good split there.
In the middle. Shot with the right, and
Goal.
it finds the back of the net.
Great shot by the Gladiators. Great footwork down the sideline. Cuts it inside. Finds the player right in the middle. Takes one touch and puts it right in the back of the net. First defensive breakdown we've seen from the Vipers so far today.
It was just a good cut in the middle. And then 2 touches.
Great placement.
Pass to diving Malik Smith, 1-0. Indy Gladiators.
Yeah, Malik Smith, he guessed right. Just couldn't get down enough in order to block it. So 1-0 Gladiators over the Vipers so far here this afternoon. Now it's, if you're Kokomo, how quickly can you counter? How quickly can you get back?
Here's another opportunity. Splitting the defense. There's a shot, and that'll lazily go to the right side.
Vipers lucky there. That was a handball right outside the box.
And a common theme throughout this season is, unfortunately, Kokomo playing from behind, but it seems every time at home they've been able to rebound.
Yep.
And it's usually in quick fashion too, Brand, as it's not 1-0 for 30 minutes of play. It's
right.
Usually, within 3 to 5 minutes. And here's an opportunity. Can Rogers get there? Gonzalez comes out and picks it up.
Yeah, Gonzalez made a great choice coming off his line. Rogers using his speed as well, tried to track it down. Unfortunately, couldn't get there in time, but another solid. Oh, here we go. Ooh, Rogers had a good look there too.
Causing some friction in that back line, and that's exactly what Kokomo has to do. Really no offensive threat here, but here's a chance. There's 4 red jerseys to the outside. Zach Zorn, great save by Gonzalez.
Great opportunity there by Zach Zorn. Great goalkeeping there by Gonzalez.
So the best opportunity for Kokomo on the counter strike.
But this is what Kokomo needs to do. They need to keep the pressure up. Keep Indy Gladiators on their heels. Yes, they have a 1-0 lead, but keep them on their heels.
Malik Smith will get this. That was a great one touch by Zach Zorn, but Gonzalez equal to the task on a great save.
Yeah, Gonzalez came out, cut off Zach's angle.
There's RJ. And that'll go the other way.
Yeah, unfortunately on that ball in the air, if you're McCumber there, you just need a one-touch, play it forward. Rogers would have been on. But I love this pressure that I'm seeing from Kokomo right now.
And now another opportunity, but stifled. Adam Rembert. Now in the middle. Shot with the left and big collision. We may have some blood on that. Don't know if he bought both cleat and ball on that, but that was a rough collision.
That was a
huge
huge
hit.
hit.
2 thumps on that.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, he blocked it with his foot, but then caught a cleat to the side of his head. And Burke Emmett has to make his second appearance.
I was going to say, training staff for Kokomo here. Busy so far today, unfortunately.
So a physical match. 39th minute. I'm sure there's probably going to be at least 3 to 4 minutes of extra time here in the first half. But he'll re-enter. Well, that's a good sign. Stewart plays it forward. And Rogers gives pressure, but Gonzalez there to gobble it up.
If you're Kokomo, you are pushing to get one in before halftime. You really don't want to go into halftime with a 1-0 deficit. Great footwork down the side.
With speed. And no help. So that's going to turn the other way. And now the counter for the Gladiators. Adam Rembert staying in front. Lots of good ball into the box. And Malik Smith with a good sliding save.
Great job by Malik Smith coming in off his line, cutting off the angle.
Where will the offense come from? Does that
He's
ball
on.
sail? And
He's
he's
on.
RJ McCumber gets through with a one touch, but couldn't get it to where he wanted to go.
Two Kokomo Vipers in the box. Unfortunately, could not connect for either one of them. RJ McCumber absolutely frustrated with himself. One too many touches. One too many touches, John.
And unfortunately, Brant, we had talked about it on this side of the pitch when he was back and just tried to do too much.
Beautiful ball in by Zach Zorn. RJ McCumber absolutely sick with himself, not putting that one in the back of the net.
He had Mike Rogers to his right. A 2-on-1, and Kokomo cannot capitalize, but they'll have a corner.
Yeah, absolutely golden opportunity. Let's see what they can do with this corner.
See Adam Cheek creeping on the backside. Ball in the air. It's going to find Cheek. Good head ball into the box. And it'll be set again, and they'll get a chance to redo this. There it is, high arcing. Rogers back there with a head ball in front of the net. And just can't get a foot on it. And that's going to go the other way.
And this is where Kokomo needs to hustle back. You see Adam Cheek all the way back for the Kokomo Vipers. Great defense there.
And 23, a defender, and that's a great spot for him to be. Not familiar with that position to turn around and push. So Kokomo fortunate there.
Again, Joshua Stewart, as soon as he's frustrated with himself there, but as soon as he got the ball at his feet, he played it forward. He knew he had the speedsters up top. What can Kokomo do with it before halftime?
42nd minute. And that'll sail out. And our head referee calls it in favor of Indy.
Looks like a foul there on the field. Zach Zorn called for a push there. I'm happy with what I see from Kokomo right now. The pressure that they have on the offensive side is very optimistic.
And Adam Cheek is going to have to retreat here. He does.
Great hustle by
Not
Adam
let
Cheek.
Turn. Malik Smith has to come out with the sliding save.
Great job by Adam Cheek recovering there.
And he was beat.
He was
great
beat.
recovery speed by the team captain. And we have our first booking of the afternoon. So it has been somewhat physical here in the first half. 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like a jersey pull from the back from the Vipers, unfortunately. Yeah, and it has been a physical match, but like I said, these two have played each other. They've played each other first match of the year. They know each other a little bit. It's been a lot of back and forth between these two so far this match.
So this one from about 30, 35 yards out. Wound up on the backside of the 18, ball in.
Great ball in.
Still in trouble and cleared nicely by Kokomo. Now they'll try to reset. And there's a shot directly on target, but not enough on it to get through Malik Smith. He'll clear it out to the far side to Zorn.
And if
Zach Zorn with some space.
if you couldn't hear it on the broadcast, on that clear, Adam Cheek was yelling at his teammates to push out as quickly as possible. Great ball in. Oh, Rogers just couldn't get there. Too much on the pass. Right idea for the Vipers.
Well, as you go into the half, we just hearing the kind of the buzz around social media networks and on the bench and from the coaches that Kokomo was hungry for this one because they remember the first match, falling 9-1, and I think it's a lot better to go into a half 1-0 than it is 5-0.
Absolutely, and like I said, this is a much different Kokomo Vipers team than what showed up in Week 1, with Zach Zorn getting the only goal for the Vipers in that match.
I've had opportunities. Been good goalkeeping from Alessandro Gonzalez so far.
Yeah, fantastic
for Indy
goalkeeping
for the Gladiators. That should be a handball.
No
call.
That was absolutely a handball.
Again, something that we can see that sometimes the refs always can't.
I love this angle that we have, John.
Kokomo High School. I'm trying to do 1-2 with Mike Rogers, but nothing doing, so go the other way. Not sure on the extra time yet. Decent touch there. Fancy soccer.
Yeah, good sliding tackle there.
This lead to a throw in.
Really in no hurry for the Gladiators to get it in bounds. They know halftime is approaching. Some tired legs already.
And it might be the reason, Brand, is that as we mentioned, only the 2 subs on the side for the Indy Gladiators. So this might be a time where just to preserve some legs. But on an offensive threat, there's a shot.
Great,
good block.
Great step.
Adam Rembert came in, was able to deflect that, but still not out of danger. And there's a good clear.
What can Rogers do with it?
Tough touch.
Unfortunate
and
on the
that'll be
touch.
played all the way back to Gonzalez.
Yeah, if you heard the siren on the broadcast,
That's
that is
just the 45 minute.
Yep, that is the 45-minute mark.
Still no indication of how much extra time.
Good step by Stewart there.
And you are right, Brian. Absolutely no hurry to get that ball in.
Well, if you look at it this way, John, Kokomo has already made 2 substitutions, and the Indy Gladiators only have 2 subs on the bench, so they are definitely lacking when it comes to depth today. Oh, can Zach Zorn play it to himself? Look at the speed by Zach Zorn down the side.
The closing speed at number 15. Unbelievable there.
Incredible speed by Zach Zorn there. Yep, showing the bench for Indy Gladiators. Only 2 players for subs. And on a hot day like this, their starting 11 is going to get tired pretty quick. And that's where pressure comes in, John. Pressure from Kokomo on that back line. How long is it going to take for the Gladiators to need a sub?
To the outside. And now into the middle. Smith will come out, collect it easily.
And that's what I love what Kokomo just did on that defensive stance. They did not go right after the ball. They played the space, making sure to cut off the angle for any solid passes there for the Gladiators. Great job defensively by Kokomo.
This ball forward. Can Rogers get a run? One man to beat.
Great shielding. Great step.
Good clear forward. Rogers is there. Can he beat Gonzalez? No, he cannot.
So many great through balls in to Rogers so far here in this first half. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to connect on any, but right idea there for Kokomo yet again.
Well, it's been very impressive from Alessandro Gonzalez, the keeper of the Gladiators. Makes very good anticipatory moves. Seems to be a tick ahead of what Kokomo's trying to do. He's played a great half so far.
Yeah, when he comes off his line, there's absolutely no hesitation. He goes right after the ball. He's not afraid to go right at the feet of the attacker either.
So the key here for Kokomo is just to not allow a mistake. Smith will gather off anyway.
Yeah, if you're Kokomo, you have to be frustrated because you're surrounding the attacking Indy Gladiators. You have 3 or 4 guys around the ball, and they're still completing passes.
That's a good through ball,
Offside.
but offside. That's close.
Great closing speed there by Joshua Stewart as well, though. Didn't realize the play was offside, but great closing speed by Joshua Stewart.
So Cheek will play this forward. You can see that there's been quite a bit of time added.
Halftime.
As soon as I say that, John Stradamus strikes again. So it's definitely a role reversal of what happened the first match. Down 5-0 at the half, only down 1-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some analysis and some highlights of the first half. You're watching Kokomo Vipers FC right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories, playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's. Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Here's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and one. Out of here.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday
Questionable.
night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X,
Isn't it
podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you
Twitter
want.
doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories, playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's. Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
On what has turned out to be a very nice Sunday afternoon here on the fourth Sunday of June for the home finale and season finale of Kokomo Vipers FC hosting Indy Gladiators SC. Alongside my broadcast partner, Brant McCoskey, I'm John Natali. And at 1-0, Brant, I guess what we saw is you had mentioned it. There was a mistake. But it was good soccer. They got the ball to the wing, was able to play it in the middle, open shot, got through a diving Malik Smith. But when you look at, go back a full season's worth to week 1, and 9-1 deficit, and the same team, and player personnel is different, coaching personnel is different.
Yep.
However, looking at a 1-0 deficit versus 5-0 in that first one, again, we have mentioned it that every home game, Kokomo has improved. Missing 4 key starters today. Different people had to come in and step up. And really, it's not been 1-0. you got to be happy with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If it, we had the owners up here in the box with us for that entire first half, and they kind of mentioned they're optimistic about what that first half looked like. Obviously, they'd like to see some goals go in for their Vipers, but defensively, the Vipers have been absolutely sound. Adam Cheek at the back, so solid as always. Rogers up top, he's getting these great runs. RJ McCumber as well. Joshua Stewart out here. Zach Zorn had a fantastic opportunity that he wished he could have back. RJ McCumber again had a great opportunity that he wished he could have back. But they're getting opportunities if you're Kokomo. Again, you look back a full season's worth compared to where they were then. Look at how they are now. This team has grown immensely, and it's been great to watch today.
You mentioned the 4 starters that he out: Julian Valencia, Sergio Arriagada, Oscar Moncoyo, Joshua Arancibia. Kokomo has 15 goals on the season. They accounted for 11 of those. So we've been trying this whole match and just throughout the season, who are those other guys? And we've seen some good runs from Mike Rogers playing up front. RJ McCumber, we know that he can score. He did so in FC Cincinnati and also had the 2 qualities. Well, we'll give him 1 assist, but a hockey assist, as you and I
absolutely
had called. And I think what they need to do is, I believe, just watching this first half, is that the Gladiators are focused on them. They're focused on McCumber, and they're focused on that those are going to be the guys.
Yep.
I think someone has to come up, because what do you have to lose at this point? Adam Cheek, you don't want to wear him out, but we've seen just kind of the shape that he's in, the ability to just play an entire match, no matter how hard it is, how much it's wearing on his legs. He's going to give you that effort throughout 90 minutes. And now you just got to bring someone forward. Give that someone else that you don't focus on a Mike Rogers and an RJ McCumber. Who's going to be that next guy?
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, you have to look at it. It's got to be Zach Zorn. With his speed and his closing ability, we've seen he scored the goal in the first match against this team. We know he can put the ball in the back of the net. He's had several opportunities in the home matches that we've seen him as well. He's always a force to be reckoned with on the pitch. And so I think Zach Zorn is going to put one in the back of the net today.
Is there anything, Brant, just as a player, when you're at this point, and I don't know how many different seasons you've been involved in, but being winless throughout 9 matches and having that 1 point, a lot of people will look at that and say, oh, it's 1 point. However, that's a first point in franchise history, and we were humbled to see that the other week. But when you are 9-1 and you're trying, is it getting through the season, or are you sitting there on that second half saying, for Pete's sakes, I want that first win.
Yeah.
I want to get it for the franchise. I want it to bring the spring season. I don't want to wait till fall to get that Covenant first win. I want it now.
Yeah,
Which one sets in?
Absolutely. You want it now. You're going to see this Kokomo team come out with their heads on fire. At least that's what we hope, right? We hope to see this Kokomo team with their heads on fire coming out into the second half. But, luckily for me, I didn't have to sit through a lot of, 0-1, 0-8-1 seasons. But for this Kokomo team, if you're this leadership, you're Adam Cheek, a huge leader on this team. Joshua Stewart, a great leader on this team. We've mentioned several players that are huge foundational pieces for this team moving forward. You want to get the win today, but you're also very optimistic into what this team has going into that fall season.
We'll take another break, and we'll come back with some first half highlights. You're watching Kokomo Vipers FC right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's.
Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
Ball here. Harris scores.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X,
Isn't it
podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you
Twitter
want.
doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's.
Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
One 0 in favor of the Indy Gladiators SC, ahead of Kokomo Vipers FC. Here at Kokomo High School, great shot of the crowd there. And some of, refreshing. They've gone to Sparkle Me Sweet to get some lemonade, some cotton candy. The Kokomo Vipers FC cotton candy. I believe it was green apple and a spicy watermelon.
Absolutely. It was
Fantastic.
delicious.
2 flavors. That sweet heat. And that's what we're, as corny as it sounds, that's what we're looking for here in the second half. You can see our Brent McCoskey waving at the camera there, reaching out in the far right. What has turned out to be a very pleasant Sunday afternoon here in Kokomo. Slight rain over the night, but I think that really helped the field a little bit. I can only imagine how dry it was through last week.
Got some highlights here. Great footwork there on the sideline. Unfortunately, a misstep there by the Vipers.
And that is when Gonzalez took a hard hit. There was a ball that him and Zach Zorn collided. No intent to hurt. Malik Smith, he's been solid,
Yep.
but the defense has been strong from Kokomo so far.
Yep, here's the goal. Great placement just under a diving Malik Smith. Beautiful footwork in the middle of the field. Great little no-look pass there to his teammate. Punches it right into the back of the net.
And that's just a great setup from number 9 on that goal. But that would be the only one that they surrendered.
Yeah, it almost looks like Malik Smith was blocked. Couldn't fully see the play developing. Gladiators took advantage of it.
But that's the deciding goal right now. This 1-0 advantage for the Gladiators as we're getting ready to start the second half, switching sides. Kokomo on the right, the red kits, green trim.
And here's what I'm interested to see, John. This second half, I want to see if Kokomo can keep that pressure up from the end of the first half going into this second half, because they were all over the back line of the Indy Gladiators going into the end of the first half and going into halftime. So can they keep up that pressure? Can they stay organized defensively and break through to get that game-tying goal?
And we'll have a whistle. David Hoshaw, very aggressive. Son of Coach Rob Hoshaw, who was busy throwing some tchotchkes out into the crowd during halftime. Nice little touch from the Vipers for the home crowd.
I believe it's Hoshaw that's on the yellow right now, so he may have to be careful here in the second half, John.
So they'll play this in from about 35 yards out, lined in the backside of the 18. Ball, Leonard. It's a solid ball. And they're going to have a handball. Or will we have off? And I believe we're going to have a PK here.
Yeah, it looks like a penalty. Handball in the box, John. Yeah, handball in the box.
So an early mistake from Kokomo. We'll give the Gladiators a chance to make it 2-0 here. But Malik Smith. Can he choose correctly? Our head referee making sure everybody's lined up behind the 18. And then the whistle will blow and we'll have at it. The approach. And into the back of net it goes. 2-0 Gladiators.
Yep. Low to the corner, had some power to it. Malik Smith guessed incorrectly. 2-0 Gladiators. Again, mistake at the back, handball in the box. Looked very inadvertent to me with the handball. Looks like the ball just popped up and hit him right in the hand. Just wrong place, wrong time.
And just Smith choosing the wrong way. Dove to his left.
If you're Kokomo, don't put your heads down. And now you go.
So how will Kokomo respond now down 2-0? Now a quick turn, opportunity here. There's a shot and it sails high.
Yeah, great job by Adam Cheek, cutting off the angle. Didn't play the ball, played the man instead. Played the space, I should say. Played the space instead and cut off the angle, making it a difficult shot. Good ball forward there.
And now McCumber.
With the speed.
Can he get help? Flag went up, not sure for why. But we'll turn around and go the other direction. 2-0 early here in the second half on a penalty kick.
Looks like McCumber ran the ball out of bounds, unfortunately. Good switch there by the Gladiators.
Now that ball played forward. Can Cheek get there first? Oh, no, gets beat. That's a stay in front. That's a good ball. And off the post.
Offside.
So lots of action there. Good attack from the Gladiators.
Unfortunate for Adam Cheek. Lost the ball at his feet. Great heads-up play by the Gladiators. Beautiful ball in. Unfortunately, he was offside, but the post came into play on that one, John.
Now some space for Stewart. Plays it ahead. Now the setup in the middle. Good work to the outside. Can he get help? Rogers is there. A miss hit. Has another shot at it. Just couldn't get enough on it.
Unfortunate. 2 miss hits there by Rogers. He's got to be able to punch that in the back of the net. He's going to kick himself later for missing that one.
Well, the best opportunity subsided right there. 2 key opportunities from Mike Rogers. Just couldn't connect on either hit.
But if you want to look at this on the optimistic side, John, is that Kokomo is creating opportunities, which is massive. And they're still keeping up the pressure like they did in the first half. A couple critical mistakes has put them down 2-0, but nothing they can't overcome.
Good. Smith comes out, collect that long ball. And Brant, this is something as Mike Rogers has seen ample playing time throughout this season, but now with the loss of Moncoyo and Arriagada, Valencia, and Sebia, now he's the guy.
Yep.
So there could be a lot of pressure on the young striker to say, you know what, it is me. I'm the one they're looking at. So that can cause sometimes that you try to do way too much. And we saw in that sequence there, missing 2 hits with, you know, Gonzalez not even in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Zach Zorn calling for it. Oh, the wind just made it die midair. And you're right, John. You're absolutely right. He is the guy now. He is the guy up top. He knows that he has to punch that ball in the back of the net, possibly overthinking it when he had the ball at his feet. But in critical moments like that, you're down 2-0, you have to have that ball in the back of the net.
And Bran, I'll ask you as a former player, and I did play, but I wasn't in the position that you were to be up front and to be in that position. Early on in your career when you were looking for your first goal, or maybe you had just gotten one, but just how exciting, exhilarating it was. You weren't a goal machine where you had 35 in a season and go from there. How much does that affect you when you have the ball and you don't see a goalkeeper within 5 yards of you, an open net? Does that smile come up a little bit and you just kind of forget how to play soccer?
Yeah, unfortunately, the last couple of years of my career, I was playing with guys that didn't speak English. So, but for me to show my talent and to show that I could play and play effectively, to score that first goal, to put myself in that position, it was a lot of pressure. But once you got it, the weight was just gone, and you could actually play freely. Like you wanted to. But yeah, to get that first couple goals and to put yourself in those opportunities, create those opportunities for yourself, it was absolutely crucial to break through.
How do you separate trying to get your first goal versus trying to get one for your team, trying to close the gap on your team?
Yeah,
absolutely. How much of a difference is that?
Yeah, for me, it was just putting myself in the being right place, right time, right? But for me, it was, okay, if I can create for my team, they're going to create for me. And so, again, putting myself in those situations, creating those opportunities, finally came to fruition for me. So that definitely helped out. But for me, it was making sure that my team was scoring, not just me.
So there it is up front. Now McCumber with a chance. With a shot and just sails wide.
Great shot by McCumber there. Just puts it wide. Off the bounce, too. Had to half volley it.
Great strike from R.J. McCumber. So a great opportunity here from Kokomo. Just sails it left to the post.
That was a fantastic ball forward by Rogers off the top of his head. Just played it forward. McCumber came onto it. Great speed. Oh, Zach Zorn coming in.
A little chatter, but we're all set. No harm done. And we're back underway to the feet of Stewart. And the hands behind the back. What did I do? The Tim Duncans of the soccer world. This ball played to McCumber on the right side. Good speed.
Well, you can tell how dry the field is today because that ball was going to bounce for days, John.
Sailed to the far side, but nobody home. And that'll be a throw-in. So still good opportunity here for Kokomo if they can get it in their possession.
Great pressure by the Vipers right now.
Just looking for one.
Yeah, and we've talked about that time and time again, John, at these home matches for Kokomo. It just takes that first goal in the back of the net to really boost them. And only down 2-0.
Well, right now for Kokomo, there's only 4 goals on the pitch right now. Adam Cheek, Zach Zorn with 2, and R.J. McCumber with 1. So who's going to come through with that 5th goal from the squad that's on the pitch right now? Mike Rogers had a prime opportunity just minutes ago. Good track down speed there. Ball into the middle. And McCumber couldn't clear it, and we'll have a set piece from the far corner.
Another set piece for the Indy Gladiators. Kokomo has to be very disciplined and make sure every attacker is marked, watching all the runs into the box.
The debut season, Kokomo Vipers FC here on the ISC Sports Network. Been humbled to be here for 4 of the 5 matches at home.
It's been a lot of fun being here.
And Great things to come during this time between this season and the fall. The tryouts are being held. You can go to KokomoVipersFC.com to see the dates for that. Ball into the middle. And that's a good ball. Hit away. Still in danger. They'll reset to get another try in the box, and we'll have an off penalty.
Yeah, great defensive stop there by the Vipers right off the line. Looks like we have a substitute for the Gladiators as well.
So it will be a change.
Yeah, like you said, John, debut season, inaugural season for the Vipers here. They've got tryouts coming up. They have a talented squad. They want to build onto that talent and showcase what they truly have, which is great to see.
A challenge in any debut of any team for whatever sport it is just awareness. And knowing that they're out there, and at the beginning, as great a group of guys that they got to come out and try out for the opening session, if you want to call it that, is now that they've been out and they know a lot of the community knows it's here, Cheek has to make a turn. That's a good ball with the left and just could get nothing on it. A miss hit there.
Yeah, bad miss hit there for the Gladiators.
That was our goal scorer in the first half. But he tried using his left foot there to no avail. So it'll be a goal kick for Malik Smith.
Yeah, it looked like the ball took a funny bounce. Tried to hit it with his left and just sprayed it.
The goal for owners Mike Putt and Alex Ramos is about 80 on the roster. Zach Zorn. And we'll go the other way. And that's a good ball. Cheek has to turn. Played in front, still in the box. And that'll be a goal kick.
Gladiators picking up the pressure now on the Vipers. That back line for the Vipers playing somewhat on their heels.
And not a clean ball into the middle. And on the counter, Cheek comes to clear, and that ball sails into the middle of the Gladiators back line. They play it forward. Now it's space on the outside. Splits the defense. Just can't turn. And that's good defense. And the Vipers should be handball there, but they'll play on that. Zach Zorn in the middle. Can he create? McCumber now at speed. Can he win? Takes a shot. But Gonzalez right there.
Yeah, great build-up by Zach Zorn in the middle of the field. Hit R.J. McCumber down the sideline. Unfortunately, couldn't get enough on it. Had Rogers in the middle, didn't see him.
And now the counter, which has been a thorn for Kokomo this season. But once again, if I had a nickel for every time I called Adam Cheek's name during these games, I'd retire a millionaire.
Absolutely. He's been all over the field for the Vipers all season long. Such a great presence in the back, great leader for this team moving forward.
His conditioning to play the way that he does for 90 minutes, his leadership.
I think I need to get some fitness tips from Adam Cheek.
I don't think he can give you fitness tips on how to be 15 years younger.
Well, there's that.
But
There's that, John. I appreciate that.
well, Brant, you're half of me, so I have no reason to talk here.
Oh, great step.
Now an opportunity. Red jersey's in the box.
Now you got to hit it. Too many
And
steps.
just too much footwork
Too many
and no
steps.
call. But maybe just one too many touches inside the box, and now the counter. This ball played to the outside.
Yeah, I'm surprised there, John, because the Gladiators at that point, in that moment in the center of the field, there was no urgency to move the ball forward and allowed the Vipers to get back on defense quickly. That's a great
Good
ball.
Zach Zorn with speed now. And we'll have a whistle.
Zach Zorn with the yellow.
Zach Zorn will get a yellow.
Referee mentioning the 3 slides that Zach had. Zach knew he was beat. Just tried to get the ball away from the defender and unfortunately got more player than ball on that one.
So the book is filled with Vipers right now. None on Indy yet.
And Zach Zorn has to be careful. We know he can play aggressively. Needs to be careful the rest of the match.
63rd minute. It's 2-0. Oh, a miss hit there, and now an opportunity for the Gladiators on the far wing. Beats cheek into the inside, still at his feet. That ball needs to clear, and that ball sails high. An opportunity for Indy.
Yeah, lucky for Kokomo. That ball went straight to the penalty spot. Great opportunity for the Gladiators and just punched it over the top of the net.
And we'll have a while before we get a new soccer ball. No, for the community of Kokomo, if you're a youth athlete, come out to the pitch, be a ball boy. See the action, see what you can become. Because I'm sure in due time, it's always a goal of any franchise to start a youth academy, and I'm sure it's on the blueprint for this Kokomo Vipers FC squad. Not there yet, but you can come out, good environment. Players will be more than happy to talk to you. Coaches will too.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, John. I love being a ball boy. I was, when I played for the Noblesville Rowdies growing up, going through the Noblesville youth system, the Noblesville Millers home matches, we would take turns being ball boys. I loved that experience.
Noblesville is, I believe there are other soccer programs in Indiana right now, but it seems Noblesville and then the field at this point. Both boys and girls champions, state champions this past season. Girls 3 in a row. Boys 2 of 3 in the past 3 years. But Brand is, as we're here in the state of Indiana, and we've seen just different qualities of team. We've seen different leagues. We've seen high school. We've seen Division I. We've seen UPSL. The growth that the Indy 11 has presented for this entire state.
Yep.
And the success that they've had in the building process. And now it's amazing that there's an argument on, do we want a USL team or do we want an MLS team?
Yeah.
Here in Indiana. But you always have to fight that stigma of that Indiana is a basketball state. And that should have been a handball there.
That was absolutely a handball. My goodness, that's probably 4 or 5 handballs that should have gone the way of Kokomo so far today.
And again, we're quick to call it because of our vantage point.
Yeah, we can see it. A lot of times referee can't see it.
But always hidden in the quality soccer that's around Indiana. I mean, you look at a D1 program like Indiana, one of the best in the country. Year in and year out, and they barely get any recognition. They wait till hoop season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Notre Dame has a fantastic program. Butler has been good on both the men's and women's side the past few years, and it's tough to break that stigma. But when you bring awareness and you start a new team, I mean, just it's not the number that they wanted, but at this time last year, these players didn't have any place to go.
Right. Absolutely, and giving these young players, this young talent, a place to play, a place to showcase their talent, their skill set is so great to see. As you and I doing our job on the broadcasting side, we love the game of soccer. We love promoting the game and showcasing these young guys.
On to the
great
middle.
Ball.
And Gonzalez there on the near post.
It was a great set piece, unfortunately right to the keeper.
R.J. McCumber trying to work the wing, and it'll stay with the Vipers. 67th minute.
And we have a corner.
So only the second for Kokomo.
Have to take advantage of this one, John. Have to take advantage of this one. like Joshua Stewart trotting out there to take it for the Vipers.
You can see closest to us, Adam Cheek just creeping in on the backside. That's ball in. Zach Zorn. Try to get it at his feet, but now the counter. And good track down defense
Yeah,
there. Had to
excellent.
force a turn.
Excellent defense there by.
That's a good ball
that
right
was a
there to cross.
Fantastic ball to switch the field.
Oh, good ball in the box.
Miss
Malik
hit.
Smith
Yep.
comes out to collect that. That was good soccer, but just another miss hit in the box.
Now can the Vipers counter? Now can they counter? Oh,
Oh, McCumber
Look out,
right
Coach.
into-
look out, Coach.
Coach Francisco has heady awareness over there. I don't know if there was a beef with McCumber and him before the match, but took one right off the melon.
Coach looks like he could still put a kid on and get out there on the pitch.
Well, so does team owner Alex Ramos. I'm
Absolutely.
still waiting for him to throw a kid on and get out there at some point. Dual owner responsibilities. Black Cat FC at a Lafayette. Well, it'll be yellow.
Yeah, delay a game there on the Gladiators. As Zach Zorn went to go pick up the ball for a throw-in, just taps it away from him, delaying the match. Again, a great crowd here at Kokomo High School today. It's a beautiful day here in central Indiana.
It's always appreciative of, the crowds that come out, and some are family members, some are friends, but at some point, and it's hard, with any team, when you see a losing record, you don't gravitate towards it. However, a lot of people in this city understand is that they haven't had a team for quite some time, and the team that didn't make it past a year.
Right.
Whereas Mike Putt and Alex Ramos are determined to make this thing work.
Right,
And just the amount of what they've done to get this in just a short amount of time, and trying to do as much with two people, really. I mean, it's not a full staff that's out there, but what they've been able to accomplish, Coach Rob Hoshaw as well.
Oh, great ball by Joshua Stewart. Zach Zorn heading in.
What can Zorn do with it? Try to play it in the middle. Rogers can't get there.
Great defense there by the Gladiators. But talking about that, John, and the fan appreciation and everything that goes into putting an organization like this together, the organization knows, the players know, and hopefully these fans know this is just the beginning. This is just a stepping stone for what is to come. And so far, a lot of optimism heading into the fall season.
Well, from what we understand is here's a ball. Rogers, can he get there? No. And that's actually not Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers is to our side. So played on that far wing now.
Kokomo earning another set piece here.
But back to what I was talking about, Brian, is that from what I understand, a classy move that I'm sure will happen at the end of this match is the players will come and thank their fans for the support that they've given throughout this season. And sometimes we've seen faces since game one, and
Absolutely.
we keep seeing it too. New faces show up, new bodies show up. And it's just about awareness of who can get out there and promote this team.
And what I love seeing, I look out into the crowd that's just underneath us, John, and all the youngsters that are here watching this team play too.
I have Miss Hollywood here with all the beads and the pink cat waving to me. She's having a good time. And Brand, soccer's such a good sport of the youthful age. It's between that and T-ball that
Yeah.
most kids will start out something and they'll make their decision later in life. But you get out there, you're running around, can use that energy. I know mom and pop probably like it because their
Yep.
little ones use up all that energy, and then they're not running around the house causing a ruckus.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But you can build that camaraderie. There's a ball into the middle. Good defense by Cheek. We'll have a set piece on our side. That's one of the things about soccer and just really any sport brand is you see it in, I've seen it in high school baseball, I've seen it in basketball, soccer as well. These players, 17, 18 years old, junior, seniors, have played with each other
Right.
from 6, 7, 8 years old.
Right.
Or they've played against each other. You see matchups between schools like Frankfurt and Danville and things like that where, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
or not 20 years ago, but 10 years ago, they were playing in Little League.
Absolutely.
They were playing in youth soccer and either on the same team. So to have that camaraderie, especially a town like Kokomo, which has a nice population to it, and the surrounding communities to build that, it's just going to find where are those diamonds in the rough? Where
Right.
are those people who are looking for opportunities like this to come out and try out and get an opportunity with the Vipers?
Yeah, and that's exactly what, Mike Putt and Alex Ramos are looking for, is that not exactly the diamond in the rough, but they're looking for those quality players that can come be part of a great organization, a great culture, and help build this thing.
And Malik Smith there collects it. And if you're unfamiliar with the UPSL, it's unofficially the 4th tier of U.S. soccer. Now Zach Zorn, can he get there with speed? He does. We'll have to set up. Good defense there. And that ball will trickle out. It'll be Vipers' ball.
Yeah, great ball in by Joshua Stewart. It took a deflection. Zach Zorn had to chase it down. Unfortunately, lost it at his feet, but great awareness by Joshua Stewart, watching the run by Rogers go through the middle.
Rogers off his shoulder out in the corner. And we should have a corner here.
Yep, looks
And
like
we
a corner.
do,
Yep.
yeah.
All it takes is one, John. All it takes is one goal to really get this team hyped up, and this is a great opportunity to do that. Again,
Josh Stewart from our angle.
Adam Cheek creeping in back post.
Good ball in. But that's going to go to the other side.
Yeah, great clearance, great deflection there by the Gladiators. It was going back post.
Not sure of the name on Gladiators because, unfortunately, with the numbers and the names on the back of the jerseys, everybody's is Gladiators. But number 27 has had a nice match.
Absolutely.
For the Gladiators. He's played extremely good defense on that back line. And we're going to have a substitution. Looks like R.J. McCumber is coming off.
Great run for him today. Unfortunately, had a couple opportunities early in the match and couldn't take advantage of them, but put himself in a great spot to have those opportunities.
76th minute. Getting to that point where time becomes the second team and the second defender. Many times throughout the season, Brant, on the goals that we've seen here, as they come in spurts. It's
Yep.
not really spread out. It's 2 or 3 goals within a course of 10, 15 minutes. So Kokomo very capable
Absolutely.
of putting a few in the back of the net here in the remaining 20 minutes.
Absolutely. We saw that happen against Foot Ohio SC a few weeks back, and 3 goals in about 15 minutes. It was very exciting to watch. So like you said, we know it can happen. We know this team can score and score quickly.
This ball played from about 30 yards out. And what are we calling here?
Looks like a whistle on Indy Gladiators again. And John, I was confused because before that foul was called, before the stoppage of play, Kokomo had advantage. I don't know why the ref called the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, the ball's in the same spot unless I
yeah.
haven't seen something different. I don't know what the whistle was for, but you're right, Brant. There was an advantage there.
Oh, we got a little guy on the field back here.
Oh, my goodness. the infamous 12th man. Get a camera shot there, but
Little guy had to be 2 years old.
and we'll have a whistle here. Definitely yellow on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Hard tackle coming in from the Gladiators. Late foul. Right call by the referee.
I don't know if we can get a highlight of number 8 come onto the pitch. And we'll see the tackle here. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a rough tackle. Lucky that's
They
only a
kinda got him
yellow.
with both legs, came in with the right, tripped him up, and then just took his knees out with his left.
Yeah, very lucky that was just a yellow.
So David Hoshaw take this from about 44, 45 yards.
Good ball into the
To
box.
Middle. Again, 27 is there to clear that out. And that ball all the way. Malik Smith has to make a decision. Played at his feet and wisely gets it out.
Yeah, Malik Smith almost mishit that ball. Took a heavy touch. Lucky to get back to it to clear it away.
Brand has us, so we have an opportunity here now in the box. And just a recovery by Adam Rembert to clear that out, and we'll have a set piece on the far side. I think one thing when your owners Mike Pudd, Alex Ramos, and Coach Brandon Hilton, Rob Hoshaw, is a lot of what could have happened ifs
Yeah.
that you're going to look at
Yep.
through this season.
Yeah, a lot of, you look back on these Kokomo Viper matches, especially the ones that you and I have been a part of, these 4 home matches that you and I have been ball into the box. Can they clear it out?
With the left, and that ball finds the
Yeah.
back of the net.
Just kind
On
of
a left
trickled
foot
past.
strike.
Yeah, just trickled past Malik Smith there.
And that ball may have been deflected. We'll get a replay on it. But that's 9-second goal of the match.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kokomo just could not. Here's the replay. Yeah, Kokomo could not clear it away. Bounced off Joshua Stewart. He tried to break free, and number 9 just punches it in the back of the net. Malik Smith diving again, just couldn't get a hand on it.
So that's a brace for number 9. Again, we apologize that we have names, but we don't want to mispronounce anything because we didn't have them matched up with numbers. And we're talking about not only the improvements that Kokomo can make, but maybe UPSL rule is that each team has to turn in their 20 to the league
Yep,
prior to and post those on the website. Let the fans know who's out there.
absolutely.
Give these players the recognition and the coaches that they deserve. It's hard for us, we see a good play, we want to recognize who's done it. But some deficiencies in that department.
Here's a great opportunity for Kokomo.
And just a lot of action in the back, just trying to get it somewhat forward. And finally we do over the half line. 82nd minute.
Good closing by Joshua Stewart, unfortunately.
And we'll have a whistle the other way.
Gladiators play it quickly. Good ball to the far side.
This ball forward,
He's
and
on.
he was on. And now they call him off.
He looked on to me, John, but great job defensively
that
for
was kind
Kokomo.
of the thing is he got in front. The flag wasn't there. And as soon as he touched the ball, the flag went up.
Yeah, from our vantage point, he looked like he was onside, but if you're Kokomo, that's great back line work. Great,
So now
great
lots
switch.
of space on the outside. Hoshaw plays it forward. And Josh Stewart, very heady player, doesn't have the most speed. So a ball forward to him. But still in favor of the Vipers. 3-0. One of those goals came on a penalty kick earlier here in the second half. And what will we have here? We'll have a goal kick. Time becoming a factor, 3-0. Final regular season match for Kokomo Vipers FC in their inaugural season.
And so many positive things to look at if you're the ownership, if you're the coaches, if you're the players. So many positive moments to take away if you're the Kokomo Vipers. We've seen time and time again, like you said, the what ifs. Oh man, if only I had just put the ball past the keeper just that one time, or had we played that extra pass, what could have been a difference maker in a match. But a lot of positive things to come from this inaugural season as they build forward.
And one key point that's very crucial for head coach Brendan Hilton is when you look at the list of things to do, kind of like a laundry list of things we need to take care of in the offseason. Unfortunately, if this continues to go the way it is at 0-9-1, there's a lot on that list. You have to pick specifics. What are the most important? What are
Right.
A, B, and C that you have to take care of in order to get better as a team? Individually, these players have all the time in the world, all the resources to go do it on their own.
Right.
But how can they come together? And that's something Coach Brendan Hilton is going to have to work on, or what are the minimal
Yep.
key components to focus on and kind of make that your stamp
Right.
on the league.
Right, and biggest thing is taking the core foundation that this team and organization has with your Adam Cheeks, your Joshua Stewarts, your Zach Zorns, those guys, making sure that you're building with those players, you're building that trust, that cohesiveness that each of these teams needs to succeed, and they have that here in Kokomo. They just need to build on it.
Now another opportunity on left foot.
Great
Great save
save
by Malik Smith. Went down to his right. Hockey save. It'll be a corner. The 85th minute. Lots of red jerseys in the box. White jerseys spread throughout. That ball in and cleared.
Vipers here looking to play quickly, get it to the outside, and build.
I apologize. I was having an off-camera moment over Mike Putt, just showing me some things on the website. Here's an opportunity in the middle. Good ball, good footwork, and blasted into the right side of the net. What a collection.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful finish there by the Gladiators. Great footwork, beautiful pass into the box. One-touch step to his left and cranks it into the top corner.
Number 7. Watch this.
Yeah,
This is pretty.
Yeah, beautiful ball played into the penalty spot. Great one-touch, turns it with his left, and then boom, right to the top corner. Excellent finish for the Gladiators.
So now 4-0 as we enter the closing minutes here in the second half. And offside there. 87th minute.
Yeah, he was a little early on his run. Adam Cheek caught him offside, and well done by Adam Cheek there.
And we'll have a takedown in the box. And I apologize on the defense. That's number 23. I said 27. So whoever that young man is, as he has played a whale of a game there on the back line for Indy Gladiators. But a mistake there. Mike Rogers still with it, and we have a whistle.
Oh, looks like.
And a yellow. Yeah, he's going to get booked too.
Yeah, for kicking the ball against the fence out of frustration there. Yeah, another opportunity for Rogers, and unfortunately couldn't put it in the back of the net.
And Brent, out of curiosity, this is me asking you as if you were coach of Kokomo.
Mm-hmm.
You were Coach Brendan Hilton. And you've seen the work that Adam Cheek has done in the back. You know he's fast. You know he's got height. You know he has foot skills. Any chance of putting him up front?
No. If I'm the coaching staff for Kokomo, you love having him come up on specific pieces. You know he has the speed to get back to his defensive side. Sorry, watching Zach Zorn here take it up the side.
But what I mean is if you find somewhat of an Adam Cheek clone going into the fall season, could you say, you know what? Maybe we should have him up front. He can win the balls in the air. He's got enough speed to beat those back defenders. He's a bigger body. He can knock some people around. Yeah. A thought of just making him a forward striker, just talking out of curiosity.
Yeah, there could be a possibility there, John. But to me, honestly, I see the leadership that he has at the back. It's not just about the speed. It's not about the body size. It's about the communication skills that he has. It's about the leadership that he brings to that back line. I'm keeping him put. But we know that he can get forward. We know he can be a big presence in the box, just like he is right here as he goes in for a corner kick. But he has the speed to get back. But like you said, if they find an Adam Cheek clone, why not experiment with it?
And we'll have a keeper change for the Vipers.
Great opportunity there for the Vipers. Just goes wide of the net.
So another missed opportunity from Kokomo. They've showed their ability in front of the net, just haven't been able to finish this afternoon.
Yeah, several great opportunities for the Vipers, just can't finish today.
Sebastian Carnes has taken over the net for the Vipers here in the closing minutes. And we do get to the closing end just throughout the entire season. Our ISC Sports Network crew. Start at the top. Greg Mash, Greg Rakestraw, who's put this whole thing together. Our crew today, Jordan, Daryl, Matt, Charlie, Dalton, and Dominique. Thank you for your help. Vince, Elijah, Adam, just so many. There's so many great people that we've had the chance to work with throughout the season. And Brent, we do a couple other sports as well, and we get to work with them. And we know that when we come, that we can do what we need to do, but it's not without the help of a fantastic ISC Sports Network crew from the top on down.
Absolutely, absolutely, and huge shout out to all those guys. And for me specifically, quick play in by Zach Zorn.
Oh, tried a bicycle kick there. Now an opportunity with the right foot and sails high over the net.
Great opportunity. Strike. Beautiful strike. Unfortunately, just right over the top of the post, the crossbar.
You'll see it right here. Good collect and just a blast with the right just over the crossbar.
Again, like I was saying, just a huge shout out to the guys that you mentioned, John. And for me, this is my first season being a color commentator with ISC Sports Network, so I'm super excited about it. It's been a lot of fun. John, you've been a massive mentor for me. You've made my job easy, and I appreciate you, sir. It's been a lot of fun working with you.
Appreciate that, my friend.
And big shout out to Greg Rakestraw as well for giving me the opportunity. So.
And that'll be a deflection. We'll have a corner to our vantage point. 4-0. There were some opportunities with Kokomo. We just saw one. And a great blast just sailed high of the crossbar. And it'll be interesting to see from now until the start of the fall season what happens with this Kokomo Vipers FC team. And Brian, I'm sure that Owners Alex Ramos and Mike Putt will keep us informed about
Absolutely.
what's going on, and of course, just our own interest that we'll be following up with them to see what's building, what things we have to look forward to, seeing their appearances out in the community to make this something special. It already is.
Yep.
It's just going to take awareness. And there's the final whistle. 4-0, the end result here on the fourth Sunday of June. And unfortunately, Kokomo cannot pick up that prestigious first win in franchise history.
A lot to look forward to for this Kokomo Vipers team, John.
And Brant, as we close shop here, and again, I want to thank you for all your help and your expertise, and having someone alongside me that knows the game of soccer, that has played it and coached it, helps me a lot and helps me learn, so I appreciate that. But as we go forward, take two key elements. If you're a coach and you're going into the off season, two key elements that you want to see from Kokomo heading into the fall season.
You have to find more bigger bodies. You have to find more bigger bodies like an Adam Cheek type build. And then another thing is making sure that you are sound in the midfield as well, utilizing that speed, building on that speed that you have in the midfield, and putting some quality strikers up top.
Want to thank owners Mike Putt and Alex Ramos for giving us ISC an opportunity. We hope to be back here soon. But in the interim, on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, sorry we can get you a win, but we gave you some good soccer from our broadcast partner, Brant McCoskey. I'm John Natale and our entire ISC Sports Network crew. Our final from Kokomo High School. It's Indy Gladiators 4, Kokomo Vipers FC 0. Have a great summer, everybody.